All right, welcome back to Hangman. This is part 3. Let's go to our snap program. So we have already made our user progress. And so if we decided on a secret word called playwright, it'll put dashes. Since playwright is 10 letters long, it'll save 10 cells with dashes in it. And this is where we're going to be putting our word. Okay, so now I want you to create two variables. So click make a variable, and you want to make letters correct variable and incorrect guesses variable. These two. So now that you made those two variables, I want you to also click this button, which makes a new sprite. And you want to set incorrect guesses to 0. That's coming. Set incorrect guesses to 0. Okay, so now let's go over to our second sprite, and I'll show you what we have here. You want to get a green flag, then you want to set letters correct to 0, and we want to keep track of our correct guesses and our incorrect guesses. So you want to repeat until the letters correct is greater than the length of the word. So the length of the word, let's say, is 10. And once we get 10 letters correct, then we want to stop the program. And we'll later say, congratulations, you win. You win. Okay? And inside of the repeat, you want to ask, please choose a letter. And now we're going to we have two special blocks. So let's go to variables, and you want to create, you say make a block. And one's going to be called correct guesses, and then the other one's going to be called incorrect guesses. Let's look at correct guesses first. Correct guesses, it's a loop, and so you want to set the counter to 0, and you're going to repeat until the counter is greater than the length of the word. Makes sense, because we want to analyze each single letter in the word. And now if the answer to this question we just gave, like so if I said A, if I chose a letter, we want to see if A is equal to the letter counter of word. So if A is equal to the first one, if the counter is 1, then I want to replace that position, the counter of user progress, with A. So, for example, if I said P, so eclectic is my thing. If I said E, press enter, it should replace it right there. Actually, each single one should be replaced. So let's go back here. And it's going to replace the counter of user progress with the answer. So that's what it did. The counter was 1 and the counter was 4, so it replaced it with the E. And the reason it went to 4 is because we changed the counter by 1 each time to analyze each single letter in the word. You also want to change the amount of letters that are correct. So we want to keep track of how many letters we actually got correct. So that is correct guesses. Please complete that. And then we're going to do incorrect guesses. So what if I get it wrong? So in incorrect guesses, we're going to set the counter to 0, repeat until the counter is greater than the length of the word, like normal. Now if the answer is equal to the letter counter of word, so if it's correct, I want you to stop this block, because we don't want to add any incorrect guesses because we got the guess correct. But if that's not the case, if I did not get it right, I want to change the counter by 1 just so I analyze the next letter in the word. So if I keep analyzing the next letter in the word and I get to the end of the word and none of the answers are equal to the letter, then I want you to change incorrect guesses by 1. So that would make, so it analyzes the entire word. The letter does not exist in the word, and so I'm going to increase the amount of incorrect guesses by 1. And that will work in that fashion. So please do get those two done. And then, so now if I press the wrong letter, like let's say a K is not in eclectic, I press enter. Well, my incorrect guess is changed by 1. The next step is we're going to start building our hangman based on incorrect guesses. Okay? Good luck.